When Snouck Hurgronje was researching Mekkah and serving in the Dutch East Indies, he received help from a number of native people and Arab descendants. Thanks to them, Snouck was able to produce valuable reports for the colonial government. Who are they? Here we go. The first, Raden Abu Bakar Jayadiningrat. In August 1884, Snouck Hurgronje arrived at the Dutch consulate in Jeddah. He immediately started his mission to observe the lives of pilgrims in Mekkah, the majority of whom came from the Dutch East Indies, Indonesia. He interviewed pilgrims and local informants who came to the consulate. It was also at the consulate that Snouck met Abu Bakar Jayadiningrat, who had lived in Mekkah for about 5 years. Snouck developed a good friendship with him and even made him a personal assistant in his research work in Mekkah. Abu Bakar, born in 1854, was the fourth son of Raden Adipati Natadiningrat, a regent of Pandeglang, West Java, who served from 1850 to 1870. His brother Raden Adipati Murawan Sutadiningrat continued as regent. This means that the Abu Bakar family had a close relationship with the colonial government. Abu Bakar mastered important language for communicating in Mekkah such as Arabic, Malay, Sundanese, and Javanese. This is what made him a translator at the Dutch consulate in Jeddah. Diligently, Abu Bakar helped with research in Mekkah and Jeddah. He provided information about the customs and education systems in the Grand Mosque. He also sent important books he had obtained in Mekkah. Abu Bakar even played a role in preparing Snouck's conversion to Islam, which later changed its name to Abdul Ghaffar. The second is Habib Abdurrahman Al-Zahir. Habib Abdurrahman Al-Zahir. In January 1885, Snouck managed to enter Mekkah. Michel Lafan, in the History of Islam in the Archipelago, said that besides Abu Bakar, in Mekkah Snouck had connections with Said from Borneo, Salim and Jafar al-Ghadri. The two men were introduced by Habib Abdurrahman al-Zahir, a scholar of Hadramaut descent, Yemen, who was born in Aceh. Salim and Jafar came from a respected family in Pontianak who had close ties with the Dutch since 1770. However, unfortunately, there is no further information about the role of Salim and Jafar in Snouck's work. Abdurrahman was one of the leaders of the war against the Dutch. According to Hamid Al-Ghazri in Christian Snouck Hurgronje, Dutch politics against Islam and Arab descendants, Abdurrahman surrendered to the Dutch in November 1878. He was then exiled to Jeddah. During his exile, he received quite a lot of living expenses from the Netherlands. Snouck met Abdurrahman at the Dutch consulate in Jeddah. There, he also got a lot of valuable information about Aceh. He, Abdurrahman, understood that the Acehnese, as strict Muslim, would be satisfied if all of their domestic administration was governed by a believer, even if under Dutch supervision. Snouck said in his diary, quoted by Van Koningsveld in Snouck Hurgronje and Islam. Snouck then discussed the future Aceh state structure with Abdurrahman. with the hope that Abdurrahman would have achieved a settlement that could satisfy the Dutch and the demands of Islamic law in Aceh. He will put his opinions and suggestions down on paper so that I can translate them so the government can read them. But until now, he still has not carried out his intention, said Snouck. According to Igobi and Ciandrians, Abdurrahman told Snouck that he was willing and happy to draft advice to the colonial government on the Aceh issue. Then he outlined his take on the Aceh government in a personal note to Snouck. On July 26, 1888, Snouck conveyed the contents of the private note to the colonial government, in this case, the Minister of Colonies. Thank you. Don't forget to like and subscribe on this channel.